Good morning, YouTube. As you can hear, running like a sewing machine. Runs fantastic, beautifully. I'm gonna shut it off so y'all can hear me talk. Oh. So it's been a long 6 days, ladies and gentlemen. Started with, it's been about a 6-day Mike Tyson 12-round freaking fight. And I couldn't get the timing right. Me, couldn't do it. I kept screwing it up. Got my dad over here. We halfway got it running. And then halfway got it running with the, let me back up. This thing was running fine. And I got the 2-barrel carburetor was leaking fuel bad. So I was like, well, shoot, I got this 4-barrel intake in here. I got a 4-barrel carburetor over there. I'll just slap it all on here, and we're gonna call it good. And I can go vroom, vroom, real good. Anyhow, 4-barrel carburetor was blowing flames out the top. Okay, it's timing. I play with it, play with it, play with it. I am not good at that stuff. I'm gonna go out, and I think now I can do it with the help of Travis with Perpetual Projects. He took me to school and taught me a bunch. Anyhow, so can't get it right. Well, I'm thinking, okay, I'm dumping too much fuel. I didn't know at the time I was still off. So I'm thinking it's dumping too much fuel. So I take the Edelbrock carburetor off, Edelbrock intake off, put the factory back on it. Can't get the timing back. So I watched a bunch of videos on YouTube. Still ain't going on. I'm like, man, what the crap? Can't you see I'm making a freaking video? Freaking farm trucks. Anyhow. So can't get it. So I fight it. And during this time, I keep killing the battery. A different battery than the one I got right now. I went and bought the biggest boat battery they sell at Walmart. I ain't killing that one yet. So it comes to find out I'm not getting no charge. So then we get an alternator. Me not thinking, because I hadn't worked on these old cars in a long time. No, you gotta get a voltage regulator. Not charging. Run back to town, get a voltage regulator. Okay. Get a big battery now. So this is like day number 2 or 3. I don't know how many days. 2 or 3. Still no charge. Not charging. Can't figure it out for the life of me. It's not charging at all. So, but I'm still having an issue when I get it to run. It's not in time. It's backfiring, won't start. I'm having to pour gas down the carburetor. It's not wanting to run. So day 4. And when I tell y'all day 4, I mean 20 hours a day. Going to bed at 2:30 in the morning, getting up at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, working on this car, trying to get it going. Because the Gambler starts today. As you're seeing, when I post this video, I'll be on my way with my buddy. Spoiler alert, the Crown Vic ain't going. And so, I called Travis at Perpetual Projects. Super nice guy. Him and Amber, they live about an hour and a half from me. His wife's name's Amber. And so they drive down here. So Travis being very well-rounded in the mechanical realm, where I'm not, obviously. I need to sell all my crap. He gets it in time with like, made me feel about this tall. And he didn't do that on purpose. It's just, I suck, he's good. Get it in time, it's running. And it's running like a sewing machine. Sounds amazing. And out of PVC valve, it is spewing water. Spewing bloated gaskets. Like I originally thought months ago when people told me it was the manifold gaskets. Anywho, and I haven't had it running long enough since then for it to do that. So with him here, it ran for a solid 15 minutes. And so, yeah, in 2 weeks, I have not got this car to run for a solid 15 minutes yet. So anyhow, he got it running pretty much, and pretty much, he got it running, and blowed head gaskets. And now I'm 36 hours away from having to leave to go to the Gambler, not running. And I got videos of all this, and when I get back, I'll make sure I get all that stuff posted and videoed and all that junk so everybody can see it. It's a lot of good content. But so they leave. I'm dwelling in my sorrows, just sitting in my shop thinking, man, I got, golly, 80, 90 hours in this car in 4 days, and it's not going. Y'all, I busted my butt trying to get this thing going. And so I'm literally, you'll see it, I'll post it, doing a video of me doing this right here, what I'm talking about. The Gambler's car's not gonna make it. It's got blowed head gaskets. I don't have time. I didn't have the energy. I didn't have it in me. I'm not lying to you. I was beat down to the point of, screw it, man. I don't have it in me to keep working on it. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I miss my son's baseball practice, which means a lot to me because I want him to know his dad's always going to be at his games and practice. Anyhow, so I'm just gone. And I'm sitting here just doing a little spiel, like blah, 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 and Travis walks in. I'm like, what the crap you doing here? I think we should just hash it out. Go get a head gasket set and let's just do this thing. I was like, heck yeah. It's like a Rudy moment. You know, Rudy gets the sack at the end of the senior year. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen the movie. Burn it down. They did a live on their channel. 6 hours we had this joker tore down, built back up, put the 4-barrel on it, carburetor and all that. Because he was like, you know, he spent all that money on that carburetor and intake. Let's get it running. Well, the carburetor ended up being just absolute junk. Had to go get an adapter plate for it. So I think all well is good. Get it running, driving, sucker runs. I mean, you hit the switch. You ain't got to touch the carburetor. Sucker purring like a kitten. Won't charge. Now, mind you, it's got a brand new alternator, brand new voltage regulator, brand new solenoid, brand new battery. I rewired it. And I let Travis verify I wired it correctly. Not charging. I'm like, oh my gosh. This was last night. So Thursday night now. So I stayed up. It is currently 8 o'clock in the morning. And hold on. Now it's a cement truck. So I went to bed at 3:30, 4 o'clock this morning. I got up at 6:30, ran to Napa, because they open at 7, because, you know, all the other stores open at 9:30. Anyhow, got another voltage regulator. Put it in there, bam, it's just charging. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. It's charging, get excited. I'm pumped up. I get all the tools off the car, move all the junk off the driver's seat, put air in the flat tires, drive it to the gas station, which, you know, I live that close to a gas station. Love a little country store up beside my house. Anyhow, super stoked. Everybody at the gas station like, dude, this thing is bad. Man, this is awesome. It's sitting there idling. It's whatever. It sounds great. And take it down the road. Y'all have no idea how excited I was. And it won't shift. Won't shift gears at all. Which is my fault. So you see this little TV cable, transmission valve, boo doohickey mabobber junk thingy. This thing, well, this thing right here. Me thinking when I bought this car, for some reason I didn't verify, I thought it had a C4 transmission, just vacuum. It's a AOD transmission, so it goes by that little doohickey and bobber. Well, I pushed it all the way down, so it always had full pressure, hoping it would still shift. Hoping, praying it would still shift. Well, it don't. I got it all the way up to like 4,800 RPM, 4,700 RPMs. It's not shifting. And of course, none of them were in town because Travis told me that's what it was. I thought it was cruise. Something to do with cruise. So the pieces of that thing is somewhere in this mind of war that's went on for 6 days. I mean, this was completely spotless 6 or 7 days ago. So when I tell y'all it's been a battle, it's been a battle. And it's my fault, man. I should have done a lot more research, but I didn't. So that's the end of that. And I got the bumper done, the winch bumper. Well, my buddy John did, because I've been working on the motor. It's a 10,000 pound winch. Got the LED lights in the car, because, you know, got to have them LED lights. So yeah, well, that's a really short way to tell the whole story. I burn a fuel pump up in the fuel tank. I mean, y'all name it. I went 12 rounds with this car, like Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Conor McGregor, John Bone Jones. You know, tough. And it won. Like, I fought till this morning, and I'm tapping out. I'm gonna make a bunch of good videos down there. My buddy's got a sweet Cadillac John, but I want to say huge thanks to my dad, my buddy John, who worked his butt off on this car and his. So he wasn't only just doing, he was doing double duty, and I hate it that he was doing both and this car ain't going. Huge shout out to Perpetual Projects, Travis and Amber. They stayed over here for all in all 8-9 hours of just going at it. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And that's one thing I'll say that I've learned, even though I'm a really small channel right now. And hopefully one day I get bigger. But if I do, I'll never forget where I came from, and I'll always remember people that have helped me along the way. And yeah, I've had a lot of conversations with Travis and Amber, and they've helped me a lot learning how to do this, but they don't know me that well, and they just like, hey, give me your address, I'm on my way. It says a lot about people like that. And I've called him several times since then and stopped what he does, answer the phone, and that's awesome. Very much appreciated. But like, subscribe, comment, that whole shebang, that whole spiel. I ain't got to say it every freaking time. I mean, whatever. But till next time, we'll see y'all later. We going gambling.